Hey Sam, got your helmet here. So this one's been a long time coming. I want to thank you again for being so patient with me. Gone through a lot during the process of making this helmet, but I think it's turned out really cool, and I think you're going to be really happy. So for starters, it's pretty big, so I'll try and get everything in frame here. But you can see you got the metallic faceplate and horns, as well as the ear. The black goes around that, so the ear is separate like in the photos. And then the red mohawk. And I was able to make this a one piece, so it didn't need that removable back, so that's been completely welded in. You can see, slips right on. Your head circumference is a little smaller than mine, but I could still get in there. The photos don't have any visors on the eye, so I haven't done that. But if you do want little visor discs to glue in there, just let me know and I can probably mail you out some. And then there are LEDs integrated into here. So there was some trouble getting them into the Mohawk. But I went a different route with them that I think looks really cool as a nice accent light thing. And I'll show you that. So hit these lights. All right. So when you turn them on, so you have these two, still very bright in here, so that didn't really help as much as I hoped it would. But you have these two red accent lights in the jaw, so that when you're wearing it, you can see reflect the light around the mouth a lot, which I think gives it a really cool look with the Mohawk. And then you also have over here these two sections on the head. For whatever reason, with printing, possibly something to do with the geometry, there kept being these holes here, so I decided to make use of them and do a red and white accent, so the white goes well with the silver and the red with the Mohawk again. I think, you know, if you're walking by in a darker room, that really adds a lot to the side profile. So get these back on. Turn those off. So the way that works is your battery box is right here inside the helmet, on-off switch right there. You can see that. And then if you need to replace the batteries, the bottom of the box is glued to this, so you just slide the top forward a little bit, it'll come off. You can replace the batteries. I'm going to include these batteries here, but that's how you do that. And then you would just put it back, line it up with the plate, push it a little forward, line it up, and then push it back till it clicks, and then that's in. And it won't fall out or anything. So that's everything for the LEDs and the base helmet itself. Is a tricky one to balance on that front jawline and back tip of the Mohawk, but I think I got it there. And then for the foam, it's a large helmet, but I don't really see there being too much extra space. All you got to do is make like 3 or 4 good points of contact and it'll hold really tight. So I have these normal pre-cut inserts that I use, the thicker ones that you can, feel where there's room, glue one in with super glue, hot glue, whatever you got. And then if there's still room, glue another one right on top and layer it for thickness. I recommend like doing symmetrical, by the temples, back of the head, top of the head. Those are the good hot spots to cover up, because again, you only need a couple points of contact to have it hold really tight. You don't have to cover all over. And then I also have a bunch of these longer looking foam bits that are cut out, so that you can insert those in there as well and layer these if you need to, or just use them one at a time. And then this one was sort of a random piece of scrap right here. I don't think you're going to be able to put it in like this because these chunks on the end, although if you want to cut those off and then put this in where your head sits at the top, that could be really good, but I figured I had one, so I'd throw it in for you just in case. I think that covers everything. I'm going to get this all packaged up today and out to you within the next few days. So thanks again. If you have any questions, let me know.